$23 million in compensation after the ABC defamed him as a rapist. Brad, this is a massive loss for the ABC. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, this is a huge deal. So ABC News host George Stephanopoulos basically made a huge mistake on air and described Trump as being held civilly liable for rape, when in fact the jury in New York considered that charge and did not find him liable for it. They found him liable for 2 other charges instead. So it's a huge mistake, but I will admit I was honestly quite surprised to see this development that they settled for such a large figure to compensate him, because we have very, very high standards for defamation in the United States. So typically you can say almost anything about a politician, even if it's untrue, and get away with it. I think they must have been worried about what would come out in the wash. Maybe there's more that we don't know about. Maybe they don't want their emails and their information going through a discovery process where people would get a chance to lift the lid and bring some sunlight into what's happening inside these mainstream media outlets. But it was a really shocking story. And like you said, it is a huge win for Donald Trump and a huge black eye and massive embarrassment for the mainstream media, in particular ABC News.
Breaking news into CNN, ABC News anchor George Stephanopoulos has reached a settlement with President-elect Donald Trump in his defamation suit. The lawsuit stemming from an interview that Stephanopoulos did with Congresswoman Nancy Mace, where he asserted Trump was found liable for rape in a civil case. The network will pay out $16 million as part of that settlement and have to issue an apology. CNN chief media analyst Brian Stelter joining me. And Brian, this is actually a lawsuit with ABC News, the network.
ABC News and George Stephanopoulos have reached a settlement with President-elect Trump in his defamation lawsuit. The network agrees to pay $15 million as a charitable contribution to Trump's presidential library. ABC and Stephanopoulos will also issue statements of regret as an editor's note to the March 2024 article and television segment that prompted Trump to file the lawsuit earlier this year. Trump sued Stephanopoulos after he asserted in an interview that Trump was found, quote, liable for rape in a civil case, despite the fact that a jury actually determined Trump was liable for, quote, sexual abuse, which has a distinct definition under New York law.